IWA. I'm Nick Carson. Alongside of me, never at a loss for words, Diamond Dallas Page.
That's right, Daddy-O. We're live in color, the IWA. Still at Pleasure Island, kicking buttons, taking names. And today the slams, the jams, the body slams will come to you from Moondog, Team Jules, Strongbow. The tag team has been formed of Terminator and Sunny Beach. We've got Dukes and we've got my man, the man with a plan over here, Thunderfoot, will be right here, and he's going to make this guy eat his words today. One of the dominant shakes of Thunderfoot. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to IWA Championship Wrestling. This first match is one fall. Currently in the ring at this time, from parts unknown, weighing in at 240 pounds, Thunderfoot. And he is accompanied to the ring by his manager, Diamond Dallas Page. Their opponents, from San Diego, California, weighing in at 235 pounds, Preston, Steele. He is accompanied to the ring by his manager, Noelle.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with another great week of IWA wrestling action. Diamond Dallas Page has done it. He has brought his man, Thunderfoot, to the ring. He claims that it was me who was instrumental in getting him to sign Thunderfoot. And I'm also noticing in Page's corner, apparently the latest addition to the Diamond Exchange, none other than the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff. I am being joined by one of the great wrestlers in this sport today, in Steve Gator Kern. Steve, first of all, welcome aboard.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to sit right out here real close and watch.
Preston Steele, the ultimate male, certainly has his hands full out there right now with Thunderfoot. I don't know a lot about Thunderfoot. Nobody does. He hides that identity under a mask. But now under the guidance, if you will, of Diamond Dallas Page and Ivan Koloff, certainly that can spell trouble for anybody.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Having a guy on the outside is like wrestling two guys. A lot of times you got to figure that the one guy's wrestling, the other guy's trying to coach him. He might see some of the mistakes the guy can't see himself, and he's going to be coaching, so you're actually wrestling two guys. Then being intimidated by Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear standing out there, he's got three against him. But Preston Steele seems like a young man, determined, and I don't think he got in this sport to back down from anybody, so I believe he's going to give him a good tussle in here.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. And just a moment ago, our camera picked up the very lovely Noelle, the manager of Preston Steele, certainly lending moral support. I don't know that she would want to get in the ring with the likes of Ivan Koloff if it came to that.
I don't know about getting in the ring with him, but maybe she'll distract him by Ivan Koloff paying more attention to her than what's going on in the ring. Maybe Diamond Dallas Page, he seems kind of woman crazy himself.
Well, you're half right anyway. Continuing on, ladies and gentlemen, Preston Steele trying to figure a way out of this one as Thunderfoot, under the guidance of DDP, Diamond Dallas Page himself. Page said he was going to take Thunderfoot and mold him into championship caliber. Now, Steve Kern, you know Dallas Page like the back of your hand, a very devious individual. Can he take some raw talent like Thunderfoot and make a champion out of it?
Well, that's like predicting the future, I'd have to say. I'd say Diamond Dallas Page could do it if anybody could do it, because he's young, he's sharp, and he's been a wrestling fan half of his life. Being a wrestling fan, understanding the sport, and watching the moves the guys make, obviously he's got a plan, or he wouldn't be coming out here and he wouldn't be bragging like he does. You got to back up that bragging a lot of times. Diamond Dallas Page is nobody just to come out and say something he can't produce with.
Well, certainly he has a track record. And now outside the ring, our cameras picked it up, giving a little moral support and encouragement to Thunderfoot.
Well, right there, he said something to Thunderfoot that probably helped him out quite a bit, where he got into a little bit of a tight spot with Preston, and then he rolled out of the ring. Got a little moral support, probably a few maybe tips on what he was doing wrong at that point.
Well, there's a tip. He just drilled Preston Steele right between the shoulder blades. And now Preston in some serious trouble, and there's a shot to the head. And Dallas Page very, very pleased, cheering his man on. And Ivan Koloff also in the corner watching very, very intently. And look at Thunderfoot now.
Right, there's where Thunderfoot tip come in. I believe Diamond Dallas Page told him to work the upper side of that body.
You ever see the man so aggressive in his life?
Get out of here. Get out of here. Boy, I'll tell you, he's very proud of himself. All I did was...
He had his back turned when that move just come up, being proud of himself.
There you go.
Thunderfoot just got to see the sky upside down.
There you go. Well, Page never at a loss for words, and when he thinks he's onto something, he's incessant. He doesn't let up. He doesn't care if anybody's listening or not. He'll keep talking.
Right now, Preston Steele seems the guy on the upper hand, in my opinion. I believe he's ahead in points, and right now, Thunderfoot looks like he could use a break and maybe get a little bit more advice out of Diamond Dallas Page.
You know, Steve, you know Thunderfoot very well, too, and much has been made of the difference in size of those two boots. Many times it has been suggested that perhaps Thunderfoot loads up that boot before he drills an opponent.
Well, I got to tell you that I've seen a lot of wrestling in 18 years, but when you see a guy that's got a boot that's a little bit elevated, he's not limping or has any kind of handicap, then you got to second guess if there's something wrong with that boot or there's something in that boot. And it goes back for years and years. A lot of wrestlers have shortcut a lot of times and used things in the ring, and that's one place you can hide something real well where a referee can't detect it.
And knowing Diamond Dallas Page the way we all do, certainly it's not beneath him at all to slip something in that boot for Thunderfoot. But now it's not doing him any good whatsoever because Preston Steele has reversed things right now, and he's hammering away at the hooded cranium of Thunderfoot. Dallas Page up in arms, and there's the very lovely Noelle doing her part to try to get the referee's attention as Thunderfoot is loading up that boot.
That's exactly how you load a boot.
Oh.
Pounding the toe of that boot can shift a piece of metal or whatever he's got in it right down to the toe and put him in perfect position to use that.
There's a crossbody by Preston Steele. Count of 1, 2. Oh.
And he almost didn't have a chance to use that boot at this point. Obviously, Thunderfoot's not sure how to use that boot, and maybe he hasn't had enough practice or something because he's making...
Oh, he tried that time.
Another mistake. If Preston Steele can capitalize off these mistakes, it doesn't even matter if he's got 2 or 3 boots on.
Well, so far that boot has been rendered virtually ineffectual by the misuse of Thunderfoot. If he, in fact, loaded up that boot, he hasn't had an opportunity to do anything with it yet. Oh, gee!
There it is. That's a perfect opportunity. Bending over, trying to get that guy back up in the air. That Thunderfoot just used that boot. And if that boot's not loaded, then I'm President Johnson.
Oh, I'll tell you. Count of 1, 2. No! He got him, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and I know we are going to hear about this from Diamond Dallas Page.
Well, this is nothing for Diamond Dallas Page to be so proud of.
Oh, look at this now, Steve.
This guy here couldn't have beat Preston Steele fair and square in the middle of the ring. There's nothing for him to be proud about. If he could talk and brag about something like this doesn't mean nothing.
Noelle is in the ring right now. If we can get an instant replay, hopefully, of what went down in that bout, it was very obvious that Thunderfoot loaded up that boot before delivering it to the head of Preston Steele. Now, let's see. Now, there you go. There it is, Steve, right there.
That's it. That's exactly how you load a boot. I've seen 2 or 3 wrestlers in my career that load boots, and that's exactly what he did. But he slipped a few times here.
That's right. Yes, he
went to use the boot. Here he's going for an elbow. He misses. A cross-body ride. He almost got pinned right there. He either loaded the boot and forgot to use it, or he was planning to use it somewhere later on in the match when the referee wasn't paying attention. Another move right here. Shooting Preston Steele in, coming in, and he raises the boot and misses him again.
Yeah, there he goes. That was another attempt to deliver that boot.
High back drop. Preston should be right on top of him right there, going for the cover.
A little slow to react, and that may have been what cost Preston Steele. Right here, right to the side of the head.
Watch how he lays there. He ain't getting up from that.
Preston Steele has been helped from the ring area.
The one thing that I can say is in wrestling, hesitation will kill you. And Preston Steele had that one opportunity for that pin. He hesitated maybe just a little too long.
A tremendous upset. We're coming right back.
You know, Chief, what do Kevin and Moondog remind you of?
A boy and his dog.
That's right, a boy and a dog. And what you dealing with here is 2 men, 2 grown men. And we're going to be on you boys like white on rice. And I tell you what, it's going to be the same way every time we tie up. We're going to beat you from pillar to post. We're going to beat you like a drum. We're going to drive you like a nail. And when it's all over with, we're going to pin you right in the middle. All right.
Tour Beta.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is one fall. First in the corner to my right, he is from the swamplands of Louisiana. He is formerly one half of the WWF Tag Team Champion, weighing in at 260 pounds, Moondog Spot. And he is accompanied to the ring this afternoon by Kevin Von Erich. And his opponent, he is the former Calgary Stampede Champion, weighing in at 265 pounds, from South St. Paul, Lethal Larry Cameron. And he is accompanied to the ring by the Ghost Dancer, Chief Jules Strongbow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a clean scientific match, you're not going to see it here. What you're going to see is a war, a brawl. Lethal Larry Cameron from the stockyards of South St. Paul to do battle with the unorthodox, to say the least, Moondog Spot.
Boy, you said it, Mick, to say the least, unorthodox. But if you want a brawl, you couldn't find a tougher one right there with Spot. That's a big man, that Lethal Larry.
Oh.
Well, you got two big men in there, as a matter of fact. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of takedown switches, reversals, and fireman carries. But I'm sure you're going to see an exciting match of these two men.
And in their respective corners, Kevin Von Erich on behalf of Moondog Spot. And I still can't get over this one, Steve. What a change in Chief Jules Strongbow to side with a man like Larry Cameron.
Well, you know, sometimes in this sport, you're going to find guys think that making money is all there is to it. And whether win or loss is no longer considered. You're only going to win. And if it means changing sides, if it means breaking the tactics, if it means breaking the rules, then they're going to win one way or another, because the bottom line is they're making more money. I'm not sure about Chief Jules Strongbow, but I know this, that with this big Larry on his side, he's definitely got somebody good there. But there's no replacement for Kevin Von Erich. Second generation, a whole wrestling family. He knows more about wrestling than half of these guys will ever learn.
Kevin Von Erich from Denton County, Texas, one of the world's most popular professional wrestlers. Now you're looking over the back of Chief Jules Strongbow very briefly as he watches his man, Larry Cameron. There's a reversal. Oh, my Spot. Beautiful clothesline.
Beautiful clothesline. Took that big man right off of his feet, and look at him. He's hurt. He's already out on the floor looking for a breather, looking for some extra time and a place to take a break, maybe the dressing room.
A little condolence call being paid by Chief Jules Strongbow.
What a great audience they have here at Pleasure Island.
Fantastic.
I'm a little partial here being from the state of Florida. You know, this is God's country.
Oh, it's beautiful. This is just gorgeous here. I envy you, believe me. Tremendous facility and great hospitality here at Pleasure Island. We're delighted to be here with the IWA.
I know a lot of people out there watching from around the country. If they haven't made vacation plans, they need to make vacation plans and get down here to Orlando and see what all they've got to offer here.
Well, right now, Larry Cameron is seeing what Moondog Spot has to offer.
He's offering him a few lifts with them knees in him. And now a nice punch to the forehead.
Oh, Cameron. It's tough to get Cameron down, I'll tell you. There! You don't see that too often. Cameron stands there like the Rock of Gibraltar.
And right there, Mick, you see the difference in the veteranship of Moondog Spot. He goes right on that Larry for the cover, going for the pin. As soon as that back hits the mat, he's right on top of him. He's not going to give him a chance to kick out. He's not going to give him a chance to lay there very long.
And much of what Moondog Spot does is by instinct, because he does not go into the ring with a game plan. He wings it, there's no doubt.
Obviously not. And what I was figuring is that he was trying to cut off that breathing from that big Larry. Front face lock him, hook that head, bring it down under, and make it hard for that big man to breathe. Here he's going to the eyes, Larry going to the eyes, and now into the kidney section. Breaks down the back and the head.
There's nothing pretty about what Larry Cameron does in the ring, but it's effective. It gets the job done. He is notorious in this profession, one of the true tough guys in the ring today. And Kevin Von Erich certainly concerned over the physical condition right now of his man, Moondog Spot.
Obviously, he needs to be concerned because Larry's right on top of this situation right now, pulling all stomped out and going for it. He's going to try to pin him. And there's Larry right on top of him for a 2 count. You're going to have a hard time keeping Spot on his back.
You could hit him with a hammer, and it would be tough to keep him on his back.
Well, you know, any guy that's carrying a big old bone to the ring, it's not going to be an easy guy to take care of.
And he does not hesitate to use that bone. He'll use that bone as quickly as he'll use a wrist lock, I guarantee you.
Obviously.
Over the shoulder of Kevin Von Erich again, watching the action here with the IWA. Commissioner Rob Russell doing a tremendous job in bringing the greatest names in wrestling to your TV screen. And the Moondog buries that ham hock into the midsection of Larry Cameron.
He's going to work on his breathing area now. Obviously, he's trying to slow him down again.
Over the top, he's attempting a sunset flip there, but Cameron, wait a minute, wait. Sal Corrente caught him that time.
Great job by the referee.
Oh, wait a second.
Here I am saying a great job by the referee, and he forgot to look.
Oh, my word. He caught him the first time, and apparently a little lax. Never anticipating that Cameron would go right back to that same illegal use of the rope. And lethal Larry Cameron has gotten the Duke over Moondog Spot. Kevin Von Erich, Steve, as you see, pleading his case. Let's take another look right now.
This is a perfect opportunity, Nick, that I think that all wrestling organizations ought to be turned to is when they can watch an instant replay and see something like this happen, that there ought to be a reverse decision by these referees. There ought to be this instant replay reverse.
Now, there you go. Now, Corrente caught him the first time.
Right.
Cameron goes right back.
Right back up, reaches up and grabs it.
A tainted victory, but a victory nonetheless for lethal Larry Cameron. As you see Kevin Von Erich in the ring with the Moondog, we're coming right back.
You know, when I stepped in here at the IWA, I never knew how much fun I could have. Here I'm at Disney World, the greatest place in the United States. You know, but this place can be wild, too. When you're talking about the Diamond Exchange. Some of these nuts stop at nothing to try to hurt me. Now I've got somebody just as nutty. This guy is great at hurting people. That's what he does. That's what he does. So go ahead, attack me from behind, do what you can. This guy's watching my back.
No, man. Gentlemen, this match is one fall. First, currently in the ring at this time, he is the former one-half of the WWF Tag Team Champions from Oklahoma. Weighing in at 257 pounds, he is known as the Ghost Dancer, Chief Jules Strongbow. He is accompanied to the ring by lethal Larry Cameron. His opponent, he is the ex-USWA Heavyweight Champion from Denton, Texas, weighing in at 240 pounds, Kevin Von Erich. He is accompanied to the ring by Moondog Spot.
Okay, everybody, the great action of the IWA continues, and what a matchup. Chief Jules Strongbow, he of the 180-degree turn in attitude to do battle with Kevin Von Erich, and lethal Larry Cameron in the corner of Jules Strongbow, hopefully for just moral support, but I wouldn't trust Cameron as far as I can throw him. And in Kevin Von Erich's corner, Moondog Spot, Steve Gator Kern. These two men, let's be real honest and simple about it, they do not like each other.
Obviously they don't like each other, and the one fact that they've got going is one guy's got one guy on the outside, and the other guy's got a backup on the outside. So Jules Strongbow come to this ring thinking that he was going to have a day in the park with having this big lethal Larry in the background, but he didn't realize that Spot was going to be standing there and Kevin.
Jules Strongbow, at one time, I've mentioned this many times, a fan favorite, literally idolized up and down each coast in the United States, all over the world. He's turned his back on his friends, on fellow wrestlers, you name it. He's after one thing and one thing only, and that's championships. But what a roadblock in Kevin Von Erich.
Well, he's got more than a roadblock, Kevin Von Erich. I can't say enough about the skill Kevin Von Erich's got, the background Kevin Von Erich's got, and the ability to get in there with no matter what size man it is and manhandle him back. Jules Strongbow's a little bit older, maybe a little bit wiser, got a little bit more experience on him, but Kevin's got that fire, he's got that youth, and he's got that strength going for him.
Many, many times over the years, Steve, we have seen Kevin Von Erich in the ring with much, much larger individuals. 300 and 400 pounders. He doesn't back down from anybody.
Obviously, Pussy, I'll tell you one of those reasons is because of that Von Erich name. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. Having Von Erich for a last name, he knows he's following the footsteps of some of the greatest. Kerry Von Erich, Fritz Von Erich, and then his late brother David Von Erich. I mean, he's got a family tradition living on his shoulders right there, and he's not about to drop it for nobody.
You're right, and his brother Mike Von Erich, tragically, his career cut short early on, and now Chris Von Erich, trying to make a name for himself in professional wrestling. It's a legacy.
Right, Mick. You know, I was talking in the dressing room to Kevin. I haven't seen him in a few months. And he told me, he said, Steve, it seems to get harder and harder. The more the time goes by, the bigger the guys are getting, the stronger they're getting. He says, every time I step in the ring, I have to get a picture in my mind of my brothers, my dad, my family, Texas, everything, and then just keep one thing in mind. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. I got a lot of respect for Kevin, and I think he's going to get out there and give Jules a heck of a run.
Well, certainly the crowd here at Pleasure Island would love to see it. Jules Strongbow has alienated himself from everybody, forming an allegiance with lethal Larry Cameron. Never in my wildest dreams would I ever imagine Jules doing something like that. Both have interfered on behalf of the other so many times, it's disgusting.
Right now, you see Jules kind of dodging Kevin. Kevin's made 2 or 3 attempts to try to get a hold of Jules. He's going towards the ropes, he's ducking him, he's dodging. He's not sure he really wants to tie up.
Well, finally they do, and Jules latches on with that side headlock on Kevin Von Erich. The referee asks Kevin if he wants to call it a night. No way are you going to have Kevin Von Erich submit to a side headlock. And now trying to power out. Strongbow, it looked like he grabbed Von Erich underneath the chin, the referee out of position. Now checking very, very closely.
You watch a wrestler like Kevin at this point in that headlock, I can tell you exactly what's going through his mind. He's thinking of the best way to come out of it, the best way to get on top, and the best way to break this man down. You've got to think as a wrestler. You've got to think 2 or 3 moves ahead. There he is, raking the eyes, Jules. He's raking those eyes for that shortcut. He's already started the shortcut, pulling the hair, raking the eyes, thumbing in the throat. Anything a guy can do to shortcut, that's what you're going to see out of Jules Strongbow now.
And this is that particular type of wrestler that Jules was adamant against so many years in his career. Now he's gone to the other side. A brief camera shot of Larry Cameron, delighted at what he sees in the ring. But now get off for crying out loud. Here again. Oh, we've got them all in the ring now, ladies and gentlemen. It is all broken loose. The bell is sounding as Jules Strongbow, Moondog spot. Larry Cameron and Kevin Von Erich are all embroiled in a battle in the ring right now. 2 or 3 minutes into the match, Cameron again interjecting himself, but this time the Moondog, the referee gets tossed and hammered. Oh, this is completely out of control. Both seconds have entered the fray. The referee, he's knocked on Dizzy Avenue. Nobody can separate these 4. Moondog fight, and again, Jules Strongbow hammers the referee. We've got a second official in there now trying to break it up. I don't know if that's a wise move.
That'll cost Jules Strongbow taking that official down. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, absolutely. That'll hit him in the pocketbook. And now Von Erich unloads on Larry Cameron. Oh, he drilled the big man.
It's like his head come off.
We've got all the officials in there now. Chief official Sal Terminator. Cameron deposited unceremoniously outside the ring as Kevin Von Erich continues the assault. Hammers him onto that ring apron. The officials are trying to pull Moondog's spot and Jules Strongbow apart. Oh, these 2 are possessed. They run at each other. Inside the ring and outside now, Von Erich and Cameron. Von Erich signaling for that iron claw. He's got it locked on.
All right. This is a move that's handed down to his father, from his brother, everybody. The Von Erichs are the only family that I've ever seen utilize this iron claw like they do.
And he's got it locked on that huge hit.
I'm sure Lethal Larry's wondering where he's at right now. It's no Pleasure Island day for him today.
Well, I'll tell you something. That is a vice-like grip possessed by Kevin Von Erich. And in the ring, you see it now. Jules Strongbow has broken away, and now he's attacked Von Erich with a nerve hold right into the trapezius area. And now Spot comes around to try to break this up. Oh, it is uncontrollable out there. They're paying no attention to the bell at
Just
all.
like you said at the beginning of this match, Nick, it was going to get out of hand, and you're right. You called it right on the nail. They got out of hand. All of the guys ended up in the ring, and now they can't get them stopped.
Well, Steve, you've got so many volatile personalities out there, particularly with the likes of Larry Cameron and Jules Strongbow. Moondog bottle fights at the drop of a hat, and Kevin Von Erich won't back down from a soul. Now, Von Erich has picked up Larry Cameron.
Slamming him out there on that floor. You know that they just all kind of stemmed up the match we just saw too earlier before it, where Moondog Spot kind of got ripped out of his match just by the fact the referee didn't see Lethal Larry holding the rope. And I feel like he's getting maybe a little bit of a payback in here right now.
Spot is not done. He doesn't want this to end at all. He is continuing to battle and pulverize Jules Strongbow. We got to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get some help to control this. We're coming back. It's broken loose. You're watching IWA Wrestling. Man.
You know, when you say IWA, you mean nothing but action. Now, I got up here and told the promoters in the IWA, I said, line them up. Well, that's just what they did. They threw an Ivan Koloff. I dismissed him. Now they're throwing in the lethal one, Larry Cameron. Well, I'll tell you what, Cameron, you know as well as I know, buddy, you can't sleep at night because we bumped heads before, and we haven't settled nothing yet. Well, I'm telling you, Cameron, buddy, time is ticking near, and I'm telling you what, you better come ready to wrestle.
Look, it's the Kreator. Hey.
What are you doing here? What do you want? What?
Kreator.
What Cameron's doing here? What do you want?
Kreator, what are you doing here at an empty gymnasium in Boston?
Well, I'm on vacation here. I'm on vacation. That's what I'm doing. What do you mean? What am I doing here?
What are you really doing here?
No,
Come on.
on my quest for the ultimate and perfect tag team combination. I have the ultimate singles wrestler in the entire professional wrestling world, Sunny Beach, and now I am on my quest for the ultimate tag team combination. The Kreator, violence, that's what it's all about. I will control professional wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is one fall. First from Tampa, Florida, at a total combined weight of 525 pounds, they are known as the Bounty Hunters. And together for the first time, weighing in at a total combined weight of 548 pounds, the team of the Terminator and Sunny Beach.
Yes, I am back, Mick Cars. And I've got a lot of words for you, Dean. How did you like the match that you saw a little while ago with Thunderfoot and the extincted Ultimate Failure?
How did I like Thunderfoot loading up the boot and drilling him to the side of the head? Is that what you're asking me?
I have no idea what you're talking about. All I do is just like you to try and paint a victory. Just like you to do that. You make me sick sometimes, I'll tell you.
Well, it was such a pleasure sitting with Steve Kern at ringside here, ladies and gentlemen. The Nightmare is back. Diamond Dallas Page. Why do you think you're making me eat my words with Thunderfoot?
You told me that Preston Steele was some sort of ultimate wrestler out there, and my man handled him. Beat him like a red-headed stepchild.
Well, I don't imagine that even...
Who won? Answer the question.
I don't imagine that even Superman could take a boot to the head with a piece of metal in the boot.
You have that boot, just like you to do that, man. You'll do anything to talk your way out of it. Well, you're out of this one, brother. Let's talk about the two guys that are in there right now. The Bounty Hunter and the Terminator right here.
Well, this is very interesting because the Terminator and Sunny Beach just recently wrestled here on IWA Wrestling, and at the end of that bout, it seemed they developed a mutual respect for each other, shook hands in the middle of the ring, and now have formed a tag team combination.
I'll tell you, you do have a keen eye for the obvious, don't you?
Ugh.
Let me ask you a question. Do you remember me telling you how great I thought they'd be together as a tag team? Duh. Do you remember that?
Anything that happens in life, you claim to have said it at one time or another.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you go back and watch the tapes, I know...
Why don't you watch this match here? Can we pay attention to the present?
I am paying attention to the present here. Terminator and Sunny Beach, these guys are two great warriors together. Warriors. They're a dream team, brother. Dream.
What are you putting something together in your mind now?
I'll tell you what, these two guys out here, I think will be very strong together. First, let's see what they do here with the bounty hunters. These are two double tough characters themselves. Sonny Beach going to the second rope. Ow!
Well, there's no question about it. It looks like they've developed a precision machine here. Very, very much alike physically and their wrestling technique. But now, Bounty Hunter working over Sonny Beach, wrenching at that arm. You got a lot of beef in there right now. 275, 280 pounds apiece. The masked Bounty Hunter number 2 outside the ring waiting to get in. And the Terminator, we have seen him many times here in the IWA. A very, very rugged character. Perhaps you are onto something. Maybe this, in fact, is a dream team in Sonny Beach and the Terminator.
They just saw the mug of one of the bounty hunters right there.
Great camera work. We're taking you right into the ring again with the IWA. Outstanding.
This is all live, being brought to you from Pleasure Island, the hottest spot in Central Florida since the sun. They've got 6 night spots here, or 8, something like that, 8 or 9 night spots here. They've got comedy clubs, they've got 50s, they've got country western. This place is definitely an adventure, let me tell you.
And I know you hit every one of those spots, one by one.
I've got stock in every one of them by now.
All right. Well, Sonny Beach denying that he yanked the hair. The referee is asking the crowd, but unfortunately, he's the man that's got to make the call. You can't depend on the fans to tell you what happened. If you don't see it, you can't call. Bounty Hunter number 2 outside the ring with the mask.
Hear that saying, practice what you preach? I've seen you call a lot of stuff here that you never saw. If you just take that on your goody two-shoes boys there.
Off the ropes and a big elbow by Sonny Beach. Dropped the Bounty Hunter like a bad habit. And now in on top. Oh, how did he get that man over? You talk about strength. That's a 285-pounder. In from the cover, referee a little out of position. Might have had a pinfall.
I'd say that was an impressive move there, Card.
It was. And now the tag to the Terminator. In with the boot underneath the arm, into the rib cage. And now the Terminator, and boy, is he put together. He gets bigger every time I see him. Massive individual. Very, very colorful, I have to say that, for the outfit of Sonny Beach and the Terminator.
Tell you, these guys are twin brothers from different mothers here.
There's a tag at Bounty Hunter number 2. Underneath the hood, coming in. Big suplex. Modified snap suplex took the big man over. Oh, he is catching him right there. And now we've got all 4 in the ring.
They're going at it now. This referee trying to push her. I can't believe he actually got Green away from him there.
That is amazing. I'll tell you, referee is a little bit outgunned in there. This is not a wrestling match. This is a back alley brawl we got going right now. Oh, took a shot at the other Bounty Hunter, who makes the mistake of coming into the ring. The referee has completely lost control of this one, DDP. He's lost it.
No doubt about it. They're double teaming on Terminator. He's kicking Bounty Hunter number 1, number 2, whacking him from behind. Terminator and Big Al Green going at it head-to-head.
I have lost track.
Standing drop kick.
Oh, that clothesline set him right over the top rope. My God.
That's got to be some kind of disqualification.
The referee did not see it. He was distracted by the action on the other side of the ring. And now Sonny Beach working on that masked cranium. Oh, man. Big clothesline propelled in by Sonny Beach.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Did they miss that angle or what? Oh, my God.
I don't know if our camera picked that up or not.
Hopefully we got that on another camera, because I definitely got to see that.
Awesome.
We got to show that on an instant replay. I told you these guys were, they were meant to be together. That was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen right there.
Let's take another look.
Out of it.
Here we go. If we can take a look at this action now. You know, you are right. They work together extremely well. Hammering on the head of Bounty Hunter number 2. There's that Irish whip. Big clothesline as the Terminator was propelled into him. Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we got it.
Oh, my God. That's all she wrote. Easy cover there for Sunny Beach. 1, 2, 3. She'll win a Terminator and the Beach Man. We'll be back after this.
Noelle and I have been studying hundreds, maybe thousands of films of you, Thunderfoot, and I've never seen you wrestle the way you did against me. I know there was something in that boot, and all of you out there know there was too. This is what you did to me, Thunderfoot. But just wait. Noelle and I, we're going to chase you across the country, across the world if we have to. You haven't seen the last of Preston Steele, Buzz.
That's right, Diamond Dallas Page here, the chairman of the board of the Diamond Exchange, the host with the most with the IWA, the man who personally carries Mick Karsh, the man who keeps the foot out of his mouth and keeps him talking. Well, due to the constant harassment of him telling me to get back into the managerial ranks, I'm taking on what some people call Mission Impossible. Well, brother, this is no Mission Impossible. With my motivation, inspiration, good God, stimulation, this man, it will be championship material.
IWA Championship Wrestling is on tour all around the country and all over the world, and we'd like to come to your town. If you are a promoter, a state, county, or local fair, or an organization interested in a fundraising event, call Rob Russin at the IWA Event Center at 813-953-4447 for all the details. That's Rob Russin at the IWA Event Center at 813-953-4447. Or write to IWA Championship Wrestling, P.O. Box 49827, Sarasota, Florida, 34230. Bring all the stars in action of IWA Championship Wrestling to your town.
Well, fans, you are about to see a real technician, a master craftsman in there in Dean Malenko, as he does battle with a man obviously in love with himself in Gigelo Jim Backlund. This Malenko, a phenomenally conditioned athlete. His father, Boris Malenko, one of the great veterans in professional wrestling, has trained Dean very, very well indeed. He has spent many, many months in the nation of Japan. Matter of fact, he and his brother in a tag match had the 1989 match of the year in Japan, and that is really saying something. The Japanese people are very, very tough to please. But they were thrilled with Dean Malenko, as is the crowd here at Pleasure Island tonight. Yank of the hair by Gigelo Jim, and again, but look at that, he's like a yo-yo. Well, oh, gee. The referee blocking an attempt by Malenko to yank the hair, and now Gigelo Jim over the top. Oh, pinpointed him with that one. Man, what elevation. Dean Malenko, very, very smooth operator in that ring. He will go from one move to the next without let up. A finely tuned athlete.
I'll tell you what, now, you're definitely getting your money's worth here in this match right here with the likes of Gigelo Jim Backlund and Dean Malenko.
Gigelo Jim with the drop down. Over the top. Well, oh, geez. Oh, man. Gigelo Jim, oh, geez. That arm drag took him right over the top, and the Gigolo hit his head on the man on the way down. He's got to be seeing stars right now, as Malenko methodical in his attack, working, wrenching on the arm of Gigelo Jim. I agree with you on Gigelo Jim Backlund, though. This guy has an attitude. He won't back down.
Tell you what, he's not having a choice whether to back down or back up right now.
You got that. Dean Malenko, ladies and gentlemen, boy, I'll tell you, when you talk about athletes in this profession,
you talk about Thunderfoot. Simple as that. You talk about Thunderfoot. And next week, I've just signed a contract with someone else that you're going to like to see him beat up.
What?
Ricky Wright. Next week, live and in color, Ricky Rice, Thunderfoot, getting his second big victory in a Diamond Exchange.
He doesn't have it yet. Not yet. I've been meaning to ask you. Now tell me seriously. You and I have gone back and forth. I claim that the man has a loaded boot. You denied it to the ends of the earth. What's wrong with his foot? You told me he's crippled up. That's why he wears that elevated boot. You're a doctor, supposedly. You know every ailment in the world. You call everything.
I'm a gynecologist starter. That's my profession.
They closed up your shop. I know that. What's the matter with Thunderfoot's foot? What's the problem?
Well, it was the first infection. His one foot's a little bit shorter than his other one. That's why he's got to have that extra little leverage there.
I see.
Don't get down on the handicap now, Karsh, because you'll be getting them cards and letters like you always get here.
I get down on the handicap every week. I work with you, don't I? Gigelo Jim Backlund.
I carry you to greatness.
In behind. You couldn't carry me across the room. Leave me alone.
Tell you what.
Jim Backlund working on that chin lock. Oh, he says he's through. Backlund has called it. He's convinced Dean Malenko is out. But Dean powers to his feet, drills an elbow to the rib cage, and a second one. Gigelo Jim not at a loss for confidence, I can tell you that.
What it takes, man, perseverance. You want to be one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. I get phone calls, I get letters, well, they try to call me, from all these people who want to be wrestlers. Give me a break. But it all comes down to you've got to have total perseverance, training, and stamina to be one of the great wrestlers of today. And then you got to go to the proper schooling and learn how to fight. Most of these guys just think they can do it in a backroom brawl. There's a lot more than that involved. Personally, I don't agree with a lot of things that Steve Gator Kern has to say, but I'll tell you what, his school, the School of Hard Knocks right down there in Tampa, you go to that school and you come out of there one qualified individual that had tried to head into the ranks of professional wrestling.
Oh, man, did Malenko drill Gigelo Jim Backlund with that knee lift? I'm surprised his head is still attached to his shoulders.
By the way, I want to put a little plug in there for that School of Hard Knocks, too. On top of that, that's 813. We get your pencils out, dodos. 813-251-8760. Give old Gator a call, and he'll beat the heck out of you for a while, teach you how to be a wrestler.
Oh, count of 2.5. Talk about wrestlers. You're watching one in the ring right now.
You're watching two. Come on, bozo.
Oh, gee, he ran right into that knee, caught him right underneath the chin. And Dean Malenko is getting more than he bargained for in this one. I agree with you. Gigelo Jim is certainly hanging in there.
He's got to be setting him up for his patented pile driver.
He's trying, but oh! Malenko with the reverse sends him up and over. And
oh my God. Oh, he's hurting now. In behind. Oh my God.
Takes him over.
He's got him in a roll-up. He's got him, but he's on the ring. He's outside the ring. Now where's that referee? Give it out. I can't believe that.
Attention fishermen. Aspen